Greetings, redheads. Thank you for joining me in another episode of your favorite show, the one, the only Red's View. Of course, I am your gracious host, J Red. Sorry I started a little bit late. Got back from the gym, had to eat, all that good stuff, right? Had to sip some H2O. Everybody come on in so we can join in on this discussion. Usually it's Tuesday during the week, Tuesday nights, but I've been having DJ gigs back to back all week. So today was one of my off days, so I had to push it to Thursday night. And DJ PM couldn't join us today. He should be able to join us next week, but we're still gonna have a good time on this week's edition of Red's View. Hopefully, everybody is having a productive week. It is a nice Thursday. Hopefully, you had a nice Thursday. We got the weekend coming up. So everybody come in and join in. If you have not already, if you haven't already, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, which is youtube.com/RedsView. Again, I had to push the show later this week to Thursday night because I've been having DJ gigs back to back. But we here. We here. I'm here as promised every week. I told you I'm going to be here. If I can't, I'm going to let you know. Shout out to all the new subscribers that have joined in. We've been having quite a few videos. Some of them have got a lot of views and different things like that. A lot of them are doing good. So all of my new listeners, all my new viewers, welcome to Red's View. This is the live show that we do every week. So make sure that you join in on the chat. If you have any opinions and comments and everything, you can type it in so we can show them on screen. If you're watching on Facebook right now, hit that like button for me. Also, make sure that you hit the share button. On YouTube, do the same thing. Hit that like button for me, and then make sure that you share this video as well. And if you're watching this on Twitter, you already know. Make sure you retweet. Make sure you retweet. Has anybody joined Threads, by the way? The new app, the Twitter copycat that Instagram is doing, the meta version of Twitter. Has anybody joined Threads yet? If you have, let me know so I can make sure I follow you, because you already know where to follow me at JAYR3D. But yeah, man, so without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. All right. The topic of discussion tonight, Lil Baby, is he buck broken? If you looked at the thumbnail that I made, you see a picture of Lil Baby, one of the hottest male rappers out right now, black male rappers out. He's hugged up. He's hugged up in a picture with billionaire Michael Rubin. He's hugged up with Michael Rubin, billionaire merchandise, sports merchandise maker Michael Rubin. And these pictures came out, I want to say last week. They had an all-white party. I guess that was Michael Rubin's party, and he had a bunch of celebrities that joined him in, and he had quite a few questionable pictures with Lil Baby. So let me see if I can pull these up for you real quick. Hold on just a second. These have been pretty questionable. All right. So here we go. Here we go right here. Here we go right here. This is the first one that got everybody's attention right here. Now you can see, Michael Rubin, white guy, hugged up on Lil Baby. Lil Baby looking like, oh, bro, oh, snap, but he's hugged up. He's embracing him tight. I'd say tight. He's embracing him tight, like holding him, right behind his backside, So what y'all think about that? That caused some controversy. You had 50 Cent looking at it, questioning it. You had quite a few people looking at it with a side eye, right? And I was, I made my jokes about it. I shared it on Facebook, shared it, made it my temporary profile picture, which I do in J-Red fashion. But yeah, man, yeah. So it was that picture. Let's see some other ones. Let me stop sharing that one. Let me pull up another one. So he had another one with Lil Baby, and it was like a group photo. This one right here was very questionable right here. This one right here, look at that. So that's Michael Rubin with Lil Baby again, and he's directly behind Lil Baby. I don't know if because it's another person, but someone probably shot it from the front. Somebody probably shot it from the back, but Lil Baby this time is participating. He's hugging whoever that is right there. I don't know who that is, but he's sandwiched in between two men. All right. All right, what y'all think about that? Like, Lil Baby, one of the hottest rappers out right now, is sandwiched in between two men. And that wasn't the only one. It was one more that looked very questionable. And I'm gonna share this one. Look at this one. This is NBA star Joel Embiid. Now look at this picture. This is very interesting. I mean, he looked like, Joel Embiid is like, you all right? You all right? But you see Michael Rubin is just holding him like, oh, thank God you're here, black man. Pick me up with your big black arms and carry me. Like, don't you know? So that's Joel Embiid. That's Joel Embiid right there. All right. So the question is, I'm looking at it like, okay, this is what goes on in these industry, entertainment, Hollywood, upper echelon parties, right? Because that's Joel Embiid, kind of hugged up with Michael Rubin. Now, for those who don't know Michael Rubin, I looked him up because I think I heard of his name before, but Michael Rubin is a billionaire. His net worth is like 14 billion or something like that. And he's friends with all the celebrities and stuff like that. He had that, like all white party. They had a bunch of celebrities there. Now, those were the only pictures that I saw with, Lil Baby being hugged up with him and Joel Embiid. But it raised the question that, I was thinking about. I was like, buck broken. If you're familiar with what the term buck broken is, hit that like button or show me in the chat. Hit a thumbs up, hit a fire emoji, whatever you want to do. Let me know if you know what buck broken means in the comments. If you don't know and if you're new to the term, that's when during slavery, white men, the slave masters, would emasculate pretty much black men in front of everybody. Because the black man is supposed to be the head of the household, the chief, his kingdom, chief of his kingdom and stuff like that. So to show his dominance, the white man would sexually abuse the black man in front of everybody. He would rape the black man in front of everybody in the country. And it just didn't happen in America. This happened globally. This happened in Jamaica. That's why these days Jamaicans are very peculiar. They're very standoffish when it comes to homosexuality. Jamaicans are very standoffish when it comes to that because of the buck breaking that happened in Jamaica. So the reason I brought up buck breaking is because buck breaking isn't just having sex and emasculating a man in front of people like it was in slavery. Buck breaking is, making a black man do things he don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? To make him look feminine. Lil Baby looked very feminine in those pictures. And the response to it, they were like writing it off as jokes. Oh, he's joking. Let me show you this video of the response that Lil Baby had to everything. Now, this is fair use, by the way. They look like they were on like a private jet or something like that. But listen to this.
Get in the shower. Mike. Man, Mike. I'm gonna come hug you right now. Come and hug you.
He said, I'm about to come hug you right now. Fair use, by the way. He said, I'm about to come hug you right now. Let me go back.
Come hug you right now. Come and hug you. Big hug. Get everyone to love each other. Now this is the motherfucker.
All right, so they writing it off as, oh yeah, I'm about to come hug you right now. This is a joke. We're joking, right? I'm about to come hug you, And some people, and I was talking to DJ PM about this, and some people were like, man, they were just at a billionaire party. They were having fun. They were just having fun. It was just jokes. And you see, they're joking about it now. Now, Meek Mill was on this plane too. Let me see if I can fast forward to where Meek Mill is. But look, here goes Lil Baby.
Anyone says you're drunk, you're gonna get another drunken hug tonight. I don't care what anyone says. You're getting a drunken hug. You too. You too. Drunken hugs are coming tonight.
You hear him now. He's saying drunken hugs are coming. Oh, I was just drunk. These drunken hugs are coming tonight, though. And you hear Meek Mill talking about pause. Let's look at that again. Fair use, by the way. Fair use.
Don't be making fun of me when I'm drunk. You're gonna get another drunken hug tonight. I don't care what anyone says. You're getting a drunken hug. You too. You too. Drunken hugs are coming tonight.
What up, Mike? Get up.
All right, so there we have it. You talking about drunken hugs are coming. So, the first thing I saw people, people were talking about the pictures were zesty and different things like that. But you had some of the Lil Baby fans defending him. Boosie, for example. Now, Boosie is notoriously known for speaking out about the homosexuality, the agenda that gets pushed out here, which there is an agenda for sure. But Boosie was saying, nah, I've been around Lil Baby. Lil Baby ain't like that, all that other stuff. Now, the thing is, my first question is, are y'all coming to Lil Baby's defense because he's Lil Baby and he's supposed to be a street dude and you like his music? Because if this was Lil Nas X or somebody else in that same position, you'd be like, oh, yeah, they just gay. They just gay. Now, I'm not suggesting or I'm not saying that Lil Baby is gay. I'm saying that this was intentional buck breaking, because that picture, let me go back and show this picture again, because I like to see these visuals to further my point. This picture right here shows that there's dominance. We got to look deep into this. This is dominance right here. We have this black man, this street rapper who's supposed to represent the hardcore black man, sandwiched in between us, smiling, and I'm behind him, and this is just a hug. And come on, man. Like, this is a bad look. And I feel like this is intentional. See, you can have buck breaking without actually having sex with somebody. You can emasculate them by showing, doing stuff like this, these type of images. Because what does the average male, when they look at this, it's like, damn, like this obviously isn't okay. Now, thing is, if Lil Baby was, if he's like that and he's cool, it is what it is. But shout out to Kenneth Clark in the building. Shout out to you. Yes, sir, bro. And shout out to the Chord Room podcast. I love those guys over there. But yeah, see, the images, like when you put a black man in a dress, when you make a black man be on air in a relationship with a man, say if I'm a heterosexual actor and then you bring up a gay actor or another actor and you make us be in a gay role, you'd be like, okay, this is my recurring character. This happened on The Shy, and we're going to bring in a transgender, or we're going to bring in a gay character. We want your character to be gay now. And if you don't accept it, they looking at you like, what? And then you get fired from it. That's buck breaking. That's a form of buck breaking. Like, it's showing power. Like, you have to do this in order to keep your career. Do you think that Lil Baby really wanted to take pictures like this? Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think. This is a very uncomfortable looking picture. And a lot of people can look at it like, okay, you thinking about this too deep. They're just having fun. Okay, we can roll with that. They just having fun. But my thing is, you trip about Lil Nas X doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? You trip about, give me some other examples of some stuff. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people are defending this because it's Lil Baby and they don't want him to be buck broken. But let me ask you this. Say if this was Meek Mill and Lil Baby, would you be saying the same thing? Or if this was, say, Lil Nas X and Lil Baby, would you be saying the same thing? Like, I'm trying to put it in the perspective of a black man doing this. If it was a black man hugged up right behind Lil Baby like that, would you be saying the same thing? Right? Like, I'm saying with the white person doing it, that represents that buck breaking. And y'all can think I'm crazy, think I'm tripping. Let me know in the comments if you think I'm tripping. I think that this was done on purpose. Nothing is, not intentional. There were plenty of other celebrities that were there. Did you see this man, Michael Rubin, all hugged up with them? Did you see him hugging behind them? You had other NBA players, you had other rappers and stuff like that. But, with Lil Baby, it felt intentional to do this. So was this a way of emasculating Lil Baby, buck breaking Lil Baby in front of everybody? Because in our minds, we're conditioned to believe that, that was just okay. Yeah, it's drunken hugs for everybody. But come on, man. I've never seen pictures like this before involving Lil Baby. And I did see another picture of Lil Baby and him kind of, with his arm around him and stuff like that. But it's like, I question stuff like this. I question stuff. I think Lil Nas X was pushed to go extreme to show how much he is gay. He's too, yeah. I believe that too. The Lil Nas X thing, perfect point. Lil Nas X, some people don't even feel that he's gay. They feel like he's being paid to push the agenda because that's how they got us. They got us as he came out with the Old Town Road song. And you remember how much controversy was behind the Old Town Road song. They were just like, it shouldn't be on the country music charts. It's not a country music song. And then they went above and beyond to make sure that they got Billy Ray Cyrus and they got the black community to go stand up for Lil Nas X. That's what they always do with us, from immigrant groups to every LGBT groups. They know coming to black people in the black struggle, if you come to the black folks, we're going to stand up because we get stuff done in America. So thing is, they got us to rally behind Lil Nas X, and then they pulled a fast one on us. They were like, oh, hey, he said, hey, I'm gay. And if you don't like me because I'm gay, then you're homophobic. Gotcha. And then he started doing so much flamboyant stuff. And we were just like, whoa, like, you didn't come out like this. And it was forced on us. It's like, yeah, I'm this poor kid that is getting mistreated by the white people and stuff like that. And then we rallied behind him making that song. I think that's like one of the biggest rap singles of all time, if not the biggest rap single when it comes to like streams and sales. And then as soon as we rally behind him, gotcha. Yeah, I'm gay now. And if you stop listening to me or you say anything about me, you're homophobic. So yeah, man, these agendas do get pushed, and Lil Baby just happens to be someone who's got buck broken in front of us. Now let's go behind the scenes. Does this happen? What goes on in these industry parties? Does it happen to every black man? Nah. But you saw what happened with Terry Crews. Do you remember what happened with Terry Crews? He was sexually abused at a party in front of his wife. That white man, whoever it was, a Hollywood exec, came up and grabbed on him. He was a producer or somebody like that, but grabbed on him, basically grabbed his penis in front of his wife. Terry Crews came out about it and put the man on blast and everything like that. But buck breaking happens. That's a form of buck breaking. Yeah, you better do this or you're not going to get any more movie roles. You think this doesn't happen to rappers? Now, does it happen to every rapper? No, but it happens. And I think this was a way of buck breaking Lil Baby, emasculating Lil Baby in front of everybody. I don't feel like Lil Baby's homosexual. I don't feel like he is. I don't know. Like, I don't think that he is. But just because you're not that doesn't mean that they can't force you to do something you don't want to do. Put a dress on somebody. When a transgender, they want your character all of a sudden to be with the transgender now, and you got to do it, or you'll get fired. They do stuff like this to buck break black men. And I think that they did this purposely. And you said, I think Lil Baby's picture was forced too. Absolutely. I think the same thing. For sure. This is a good point. The industry parties, I honestly believe, are events to test how far they are willing to sell their soul to try and make their career go far. Absolutely. Y'all got to understand how this industry works. Now, I'm a hip hop artist myself. I have a podcast. I do acting, all that stuff. But I know my worth. I know myself, and I can't be bought. I'll do this shit independently before I ever get buck broken. In front of anybody. That's not going to happen to J Red. Let me tell you that. But some people want the fame, the fortune, and the money. Now, this guy, Michael Rubin, is this big billionaire, which means that he has connections and he's tied to everything. So this felt like Lil Baby was forced to get buck broken. Yeah, you better take this picture. Or even if he didn't want, even if he didn't know, like Michael Rubin probably whispered in his ear, you better smile for the camera. Smile for the camera, black boy. Come on, man. Because Lil Baby looked uncomfortable. He had that smile on his face, like, oh man, but this happens a lot. And the thing is, no matter how much money you make, you are still in their industry. Now, it's loopholes. You can get around it. But when they want you to do something, they'll make you do it for sure. So let me know. Shout out to Kenneth Clark in the comments. Y'all let me know whoever is watching. Do you think that I'm tripping? Do you agree with me? Do you think I'm just talking out the side of my neck? Because I want a PM to be on this show because he was saying, man, they were just at a billionaire's party having fun. Having fun. I'm like, y'all showing favoritism. You really showing favoritism to Lil Baby. And again, I'm not saying that Lil Baby is gay. I'm just saying that they can force you to do things that you don't want to do in order to emasculate you in front of everybody. That's what it is. And again, would if like say if this was another black man doing it, right? Will we look at it the same way? Are we like we would call it out? We would, oh, that's gay, that's gay, that's gay, and keep it like that. Like, say for instance, like I said, if Meek Mill went up and hugged on Lil Baby, oh, we would already be saying, oh, they gay. You can't convince me otherwise. Those dudes gay, they gay, right? But with when a white billionaire goes up and hugs on Lil Baby and stuff like that, you'll just call it zesty, but you're not going to question anything. Oh, they were just having fun. Do we let these white millionaires and billionaires get a pass because they're not black? Because if it's two black dudes hugging on each other in the way that this was, say if it was two black dudes like that, we would already be calling Lil Baby gay and all that other stuff. Now, people have been saying it's zesty. It's zesty. They've been calling him out for that. But I feel like if it was two black dudes or a black man doing that, they would go way harder than what they're doing right now. I think it's because, yeah, he hugged up with some white boys, some white men who are billionaires. Oh, they just having fun. They just drunk. It's just a drunk hug. Let me tell you something. I've been drunk plenty of times, and I've never hugged my friends like that. I've never hugged my homeboys like that, but it does look questionable when you have these billionaires hugged up with these artists. Because Lil Baby ain't no billionaire, but they're so close. They're friends in the industry. Y'all better watch out for that. Better watch out for that. You said the white billionaire shouldn't get a pass, but they make the rules to get it. Yep. Facts. Haven't figured out how Jay-Z navigated through all of it yet, but he's tied in. I believe he's Now this is the thing. You can be bought and paid for, and it could be situations like this Drake thing that just happened. Y'all saw when he painted his fingernails. It could be a button that the gatekeepers and the powers that be pushed to be like, okay, we want you to get on some Lil Nas X shit right now. We want you to appeal to the gay community, even though Drake already has the gay community as a fan base. A person's sexuality shouldn't have anything to do with the music, but yeah, they push the button and be like, okay, we want you to do this now. Go ahead and do that. People who are now, not every millionaire, not every black millionaire, but if you're in their system, sometimes you got to play by their rules. We know how that works, right? So Jay-Z could be bought and paid for. I don't know. But when stuff like this happens, you start questioning stuff, So I just had my thoughts and concerns about Lil Baby. Hopefully Lil Baby is cool, and he's not actually bug broken. But let me know in the comments again what you think about that. Now let's move on. Jamie Foxx. I'm asking. The only reason I'm asking what really happened with Jamie Foxx is because he's been resurfacing lately, and he looks healthy. Like, Jamie Foxx looks healthy. Like, I saw a video recently where he handed a woman back her purse, but he was getting in his car and he did a little sign like that. And he said, something, baby. And he sounded regular. Nothing sounded different. He didn't look like he had a stroke. He looked like he recovered fine. But the thing is, I watched the video, and I'm not trying to put false news, fake news out here. But Jason Lee, y'all know from Hollywood Unlocked, y'all saw that he said something, and I'm not going to share the video, but he basically said that he thinks that Jamie Foxx may have been involved allegedly with the Pras situation. Now, Pras, of course, is a rapper from the Fugees. And he feels, if you know about Pras, he's about to go to jail because he was taking money from the government which he wasn't supposed to be. And yeah, make a long story short, he's going to jail for some money. What is it? Not money laundering. Help me on the comments, especially you, Kenneth. Like, what is it exactly? He was taking money from the government, right? Something like that. But anyway, whatever it is, he's going to jail, and they feel like Jamie Foxx was in on it. So they feel like Jamie Foxx allegedly faked his health complications because he didn't want to appear in court. Okay, yeah. It was the bribes. Yeah, he was doing the bribes. Yeah. So Praz, look him up. Pras. He's in trouble right now. He's about to go to jail. But Jason Lee was saying he felt like Jamie Foxx was in on it, and he felt faked the health complication in order to get out of appearing in court. I don't know how true that is, but I do know after so many rumors were bouncing around about Jamie Foxx's well-being, and you had people thinking he was on his deathbed, and all of a sudden now he's on a yacht in Chicago, and he appeared in the streets in Chicago looking healthy. Now he hasn't made a video explaining anything or showing us he was okay, but he's been having these public sightings, and the fact that he looked so healthy just made me be like, well, was something really wrong with Jamie? And I don't want to put no conspiracies out there, but it seems so weird because we know that Jamie Foxx is a social media person. And it was levels of concern when we found out about his health complications, because we're looking at it like, damn, it feels like he would give us a walkthrough or run through, letting us know everything, that he was okay and stuff. And you had his family members saying one thing, and you had the media saying the other thing, and people who were close to him saying that he wasn't doing good. So it was really, really questionable. It was really, really questionable. So you said, and it's suspect that he just released a movie about clones. Very strange. What movie was that? What movie was that? Was it that Netflix movie? I think. But I'm looking at it from a different lens, and I'm trying to, hopefully he'd had health complications, excuse me, and all he did was bounce back. He bounced back, making public appearances now, and he'll be back to regular scheduled program because he still is in Chicago. And that's according to reports, that's where he's getting rehab. He's getting a rehabilitation in some center over there. But he's still in Chicago, so some people feel like he could be playing it off. Some people think that he got a clone. I saw a picture floating around with, come on, y'all, that was his stunt double, his stand-in that was on one of the recent movies that he was doing. But it was just crazy. He shut down production on everything. The movie he was shooting, plus I think he's supposed to be on a TV show, and he let Nick Cannon do it. So it really just raised a lot of concern. But what do y'all think really happened? Do you believe Jason Lee's theory that he's trying to avoid stuff getting into the prize situation? I don't know. But the thing is, the fact that Jamie Foxx looks regular, normal, it was a little bit questionable to me. But you know what? I want to get on the people who say he don't have to make a video explaining nothing. He can heal at his own process, his own rate, which I agree. That is true. He doesn't have to. But the thing is, that information was released to the public. And if you're a Jamie Foxx fan, a Jamie Foxx fan like I am, I was concerned. I want to know what's going on with who I feel like is the most talented person in Hollywood. He's the most multi-talented person in Hollywood. The man can act. He's a funny ass comedian. Great musician. Come on, man. Like those three, he's the triple threat. Nobody can do it like Jamie Foxx. But yeah, Ken, if you say you partially believe that, it could be true, man. I mean, you never know. It just was weird that everything just shut down and he had these health concerns, but now maybe the coast is clear for him to come out in the public. I don't think it's a clone. I think that it's something else going on. I don't feel like this is 100% true. That he just had these medical complications, and then all of a sudden he's coming out now and he's normal. Because if he did have a stroke, you don't bounce back from a stroke that fast. Some people's healing process is faster than others, but this dude looked regular. A lot of people know who's had a stroke before. I've had grandparents on both sides who had strokes, and sometimes you don't bounce back from that like all the way. But maybe what I'm saying is BS. Maybe Jamie Foxx is good. I'm tripping, but I'm glad, if anything, that he's okay. And but I still got my tinfoil Koofy hat, and I'm looking at it kind of questionable. But anyway, let's move on to the next topic. Suki Hana, your girl Suki Hana. Now, of course, she's been in the headlines for a leaked OnlyFans video. Hopefully, I spelled her name correctly. But yeah, a leaked OnlyFans video. And I got a chance to see it, and it's a reason I had that barfing emoji right there, or wanna bark, the sick emoji right there, because Suki Hana, she had a video playing with herself and she squirted, but it wasn't cum. It was a liquid, but it was urine. She was playing with herself and squirted urine, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, you said you haven't seen it yet. Please don't see it. Put it like this: if you see it, make sure that you're not about to eat dinner and you didn't just eat dinner, because you're gonna probably throw up. You don't want to see it. I looked at it just to see what everybody was talking about, but she was playing with herself, a leaked OnlyFans thing, and she squirted urine, piss, pee. And she was not only that, I mean, she was proud about it too. Well, I ain't gonna say proud, but she stood on it. She stood on it, and she had a response. Let me pull up Suki Hana's reaction to everything. Now, this is fair use. Shout out to Neighborhood Talk, but listen to this.
Because you are colorful and sexually liberated. Like even right now, you're going viral on Twitter for released OnlyFans that you were playing with yourself, and it's apparently 100% piss is what people are saying.
Yeah, it was 100% piss. I love pissing.
Okay, you heard her. She said it was 100% piss. I love piss. All right.
I love to pee on myself.
Okay, and some of the comments are really disgusting.
Well, no, the thing is, I'm a disgusting person, so it's just like people been knew that about me. I don't give a fuck. Y'all can keep posting my OnlyFans videos. I mean, I don't do OnlyFans no more.
But what do you say to them that say she's a terrible representation for Black women? Stop posting her. She's disgusting.
I feel like when they say disgusting, they're not fucking lying. I feel like the people ain't, if you, whatever you heard about me is the truth. I don't give a fuck. You know how you break all barriers? You break them by telling them everything.
Yeah.
So now that I told you everything, is no exposing. Like it is what it is.
So, you know, she stood on it. I'm not mad at her for standing on it, right? She said that she likes piss. She likes to pee. That was a leaked OnlyFans video. Now, OnlyFans is very exclusive. It's exclusive, and you have to pay. Well, you don't have to pay unless they charge you, but it's an exclusive platform. You know, some people use it for music and other different things, but she uses it for adult entertainment. Let's keep looking to see what her response
is. Bitch, I did OnlyFans during the pandemic. We were all fucked up. Some of y'all was sucking dick for free and still had no food in your fridge. And I'm not judging because I done been there. We all done had somebody that ain't had no money like that, but we was fucking with them because we fuck with them. But at the end of the day, I had to do what I had to do to take care of my motherfucking kids and put a roof over my head and my kids' head. So how I hustle ain't got shit to do with these hoes, because these hoes be out here really fucked up in real life, nasty, trifling, fucking multiple niggas.
All right, so that's pretty much what she said, y'all. But you know, I think it was a disgusting video. Like I said, if you haven't seen it, don't see it unless you've already eaten your dinner, and wait a couple of hours because you might throw up. But one thing I will say is that I applaud her for standing up on it. Now, it'd be different if she just did it on the internet, like on her Twitter or something like that. But it was a leaked OnlyFans video. She said she doesn't do OnlyFans anymore, and she stood on what she stands on. You know what you're getting from Suki Hana. Now, I don't agree with everything that she does. One thing that the dude brought up was the whole Black women narrative. Like, what do you say to people who look at you and it's like you're a bad representation for Black women? And she just kept it a buck. She's like, this is what I do. You know, fuck what everybody else thinks. This is what I do. And I see her point, and she stood on it. So I can't go against her hustle. She felt like she had to do that. At least, and later on in the interview, she was basically saying she was doing it with her guy, the dude that she's been with. So what can I say about that? You know, it was leaked. It was a leaked video. So if you into that type of thing, I don't see how you can come out pissed. You know, like if you playing with yourself, ladies, and you just come out pissed when you're squirting. I don't like to see that. That it looked like sewage water. It looked like sewage water because everybody didn't think it was pee at first. I'm glad that she confirmed that, But when she squirted, it was all yellow and shit. I was like, what the fuck? It's really disgusting. Like, it's so much disgusting to where when I hear her name now, I think about it, and I had to put some on my stomach after leaving the gym. And it gets me kind of nauseous talking about it. If you see the video, it doesn't turn you on. It looks disgusting. But like I said, if you're going to do it, stand on it. At least she confirmed that it was pee, because if not, she needs to drink the H2O like I'm drinking now. That thing looked disgusting. Let me know, whoever's watching, if you saw the video. Did you see her leaked OnlyFans video? It's on Twitter, but it's disgusting. It's disgusting. But okay, what you say? You said regardless if she doesn't care how she looks in the public, she still's a role model because she has a platform. I mean, she has one, but one thing that she said is that she's an adult entertainer. She said that, I'm not going to play the whole video, but she said, look, I'm an adult entertainer. So I look at her when she says that, I'm looking at her like a Pinky, a Cherokee, a Beauty Dior, Sky Black. I'm looking at her like that. A thick ass Daphne. They are adult entertainers, so I respect them in that manner. And I don't look at them as the representation of black women. Now, if you got Suki Hana at the BET Awards and you have her shaking her ass in the aisle just like you had Sexy Red, see, that's the problem I have. But if she's saying, hey, I'm an adult entertainer, and keep in mind, this video was leaked. It was leaked by somebody. I don't have an issue with it. I don't think that black women, you should have common sense to not look at her as she has a platform. She has a platform for being a ratchet adult entertainer. So I appreciated her for standing on what she was standing on, and just said, look, I do me. I do what I got to do. Basically, if you don't like it, keep it moving. But my whole thing is I wanted to bring that up just to talk about how disgusting it was. But I can see your point, Kenneth. But at the same time, it's like, I'm looking at her like, okay, I don't look at her to represent. She doesn't represent black women to me anyway. And she's saying, if a person is saying, hey, I'm a street rapper, I'm a rapper that rap about drugs, I'm an adult entertainer, you should respect it from that angle, and keep it going from that. But that was a very disgusting video. If you watch it right now, make sure, if you haven't already, you subscribe to youtube.com/ResView, and make sure you hit that like button. I see a couple of people. All you got to do is hit that like button just to show some interaction. But yeah, it was nasty. All right, so let's move on. So I want to talk about this. This is very important. Now, the Keke Palmer thing, unless you've been hiding under a rock, you know that she disrespected her man. Yes, I'm going to say that. She publicly disrespected her man. Whether you agree with how he went about it or whatever, she still was disrespectful to a guy. With the whole Usher thing. But the thing is, be that as it may, my whole thing is, if you disagree with how her man approached the situation, we can debate about that all day. He should have kept it private. Hey, we could debate about that all day. But this is what I want to talk about tonight. The white media covering Keke Palmer, and they're trying to add fuel to the fire for this gender war that black people continue to go into every day. Every day on social media, it's a gender war. Men ain't shit. Women ain't shit. Men want a mother, not a wife. Women don't know what to do. Women are what I saw a post today that says something like men want a submissive provider or something like that. It'd be that bullshit that we see on social media all the damn time. But anyway, fast forward. I saw that the white media started to cover this whole Keke Palmer thing. And I'm going to share my screen with you on NBC. They covered this, and look at the headline. This is a red flag right here. Keke Palmer is the latest black mother facing backlash over what she wears. Now, my first question is, who the hell are they talking about? What black mothers are they talking about facing backlash over what they wear? Who they're acting like every week a black mother is getting shamed for what she's wearing. You see how they're trying to cause this controversy? Secondly, another red flag. Why is this being reported on NBC? Why would CNN, NBC, why are they covering something that happened between a man and a woman? A baby mama and a baby daddy from the black community. Do they report everything else that goes on with the black community? What about our reparations, NBC, CNN? See, but anyway, let's continue to go through the article. So they talking about she's the latest black mother facing backlash. The beloved actress was shamed by the father of her son for wearing sheer dress at Usher's Las Vegas residency. Now, let's see. Generations, look at this. Generations of black women have been taught that when you have a baby, your life is not your own. The founder of Transparent Black Girl, red flag, that we are the caregivers and nurses of our families. Okay. What's the issue with that? You are the caregivers and nurses of your family. Yeah. Just like men are supposed to be the providers and protectors of the family. What's the problem with that? Generations of black women have been taught that when you have a baby, your life is not your own. Let me tell you something. When you have a baby, man and woman, you're right. Your life is not your own. It's not your own. I don't even have kids, and I know that. If I have a child right now, my life is not my own. I'm representing myself and my child. So, the fuck? Let me keep going. Let's see. It says recently Goldman said the stereotypical welfare queen or baby mama, the person who was portrayed as being so sexually irresponsible that she had all these children and now she's on assistance. The contrast in the mammy trope and a hypersexual mother stereotype produces damned if you do, damned if you don't tension for black mothers. They can never win. They're acting like this is just an epidemic, like it's just going on. Like, let me know in the comments, like, is this continuing to go on? Is this happening every week where you see mothers pop up at an Usher concert wearing sheer dresses and he's dancing on them with their ass out? Let me know. They're acting like this is just something that happens so much with black mothers. All right, let's keep going. Let's see. Okay. Online spectators are not privy to the inner workings of celebrity relationships, but the magnitude and range of reactions on the Palmer incident speak to tensions and around women on how women and mothers are expected to behave. That freedom that we see black women have, like Kiki had at the concert, it challenges people. It makes people think like, who are you to feel like you can have this life? When black women start to do well, we try to find ways to humble them. And look who is written by the way. Ua Idofo Osifo, whatever. All right, so let's unpack that. All right. First of all, when you have children, you're a representation of them, and your life doesn't become your own. All right. And when you're talking about who are you to feel this way, who are you to live this life, and we try to humble them. They're trying to make this a gender war going. You see how they stretching it? They stretching it, and this is a far ass reach. It's not even this deep. It's not this deep. They're trying to create controversy out of some other controversy. They're trying to take it and go left field with the shit. This don't even make sense. Like, they're acting like we're saying once you become a mother, you're locked down to the house and all you can do is just be a mother. Like, that's it. Like, this isn't the argument. The whole argument was that man felt disrespected that the mother of his children was out with her ass out and called her a mother because he felt like a mother shouldn't do it. That was his opinion. That's his woman. Social media, we had fun with it. We talked about it. We debated about it. But you have the white media that will come in, cover it, and take it to something completely different. There is not a large bulk of celebrities out here getting shamed as mothers for what they're wearing. I don't see this every day. Now, of course, you got the ratchet people out there that are doing their thing, and we have the right, if they're celebrities and it's presented to us in a certain way in the media, we have the right to talk about it. But you have to be very careful with what the white media does, because they make it a real bigger issue and they get us riled up. And put in false narratives and move the goalpost and try to make the black woman be against the black man. You got to watch out for shit like this. Like I said, why don't you cover other stuff in the black community that we should be concerned about? This was nothing but more than a baby mama and a baby daddy getting into it on social media. That's it. You ain't gotta dissect it, go into these stereotypes, and you're damn right. If a woman has a child, her life is not her own. If a man has a child, his life is not his own. Your life, it's not that you just are only concerned, like, and you can't do anything. You don't have any freedom to do anything. But if I go out and do something, they might say, hey, you're a father. You're supposed to be a father figure. Your kids are watching this and everything like that. I can't just think about me. I can't just think about me if I'm a father of children. It's about them too. Whatever I do now represents them. Also, whatever they do represents me. It's a family. But see, some I ain't gonna even get on the black community. This is just the white media trying to get us riled up. That's all that it is. That's all that it is. You saying they are making sure they bring negative attention to anything involving the black family. Absolutely. You know what they feeding into. You know this is bullshit. Shout out to my Aunt Sandra in the building. Indeed. Shout out to you, Aunt Sandra. Thank you for joining. But yeah, man, don't my black folks, be on the lookout for shit like this. You got to really look out for stuff like this. Anytime CNN or NBC or these national white ran publications start covering something that's small, because really this Keke Palmer thing was really small. It was minor. Of course it was an uproar on social media, but that was black Twitter. That's black folks. We just talking. This ain't nothing more than like, you at a family gathering and girl, you seen what she did? Man, you seen what he did? That's all that it was. Because guess what? At the end of the day, Keke went back home to her man. I haven't heard any signs of them breaking up. I heard that her boyfriend, baby daddy, whatever you want to call him, he did deactivate, or he wiped off his Instagram or whatever like that. But keep it to the conversation whether you agree with what he said or not. Don't take it far and do this other stuff, because I didn't see black folks doing that. We had some dumb arguments going on, but we weren't going this deep into it with what NBC is covering. So that was bullshit. That was bullshit. And we have to really be on the lookout for that. And you have to be very careful not to fall into this bullshit. All right, let's move on. We got a couple of more things to cover. So Sexy Red, y'all know the whole pussy pink booty hole brown girl. It's so difficult for me to say that. My pussy pink, my booty hole brown. Yeah. She had some low record sales, man. I didn't even know she had an album. But my question is, will Ratchet sell records? Does Ratchet sell records? The reason I'm asking this is because her album is called Hood Hot Princess. She's projected, no, it not projected. She sold 8,000 units in the first week. 8,000 units in the first week, man. Whew, that's pretty low. That's pretty low for having a big record that's out right now. But this goes to show you, when you do stuff like that like that song, she's not talented. That song is nothing more than a viral success. And DJs picked it up, and I'm sure the powers that be, the gatekeepers, want to push this narrative on our women, the ratchet community, and different things like that. And they made it be bigger than what it was, because it's not a good song, but people have grown to it, grown to liking it. But yeah, so she got low album sales. It's 8,000. That's a fail. That's a fail when it comes to selling records. So is Ratchet, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Now, I know, of course, she can use her social media to do some reality stuff and different things like that. But I want to point that out, that it's not worth it. So anybody that's out there that just wants to feel like you're going to get a bag and you want to sell records doing it, being ratchet like that doesn't sell records. It'll keep you in a bubble and you won't grow. Now, you can still get a bag elsewhere, maybe like doing, stuff on social media, maybe having a reality show, all that other stuff. But yeah, man, that pussy pink booty hole brown crowd, they not gonna buy your records. And I want you to know this: any woman that wants to do that, you have to know there's no money in the music game from it. See, the ratchet community ain't finna go out and buy your records. You still, if you want to put out an album, it's wise to just keep it in mute, like the singles. Keep it at singles. Try to make hit singles and tour off of that. Do shows off of that. I wouldn't try to put out an album, because nobody is gonna take you serious when that's your content. If you rap about something that's my pussy pink, my booty hole brown, that's not talent. That's bullshit. That sounds like a damn third grader wrote that song, honestly. You know what I'm saying? I'm out of town, thugging with my rounds. Like, so yeah, being ratchet don't sell records. All right, let's move on. Let's talk about the queen of rap. I want to know, and Kenneth, you let me know this too. Who do y'all feel like the queen of excuse me? Who do y'all feel like the queen of rap is? Who's the queen of rap? And I'm saying currently, who do you feel like the queen of rap is? This conversation has came up, and I think it may be popping up on social media, but me and DJ PM were talking about it. And he said Cardi B is the queen of rap. Do you agree that Cardi B is the queen of rap? Do you feel like Nicki Minaj is the queen of rap? Who do y'all feel like the queen of rap is? Let me see. That's a good question. Yeah. See, thing is, I think PM said Cardi because, of course, Cardi is still hot. She can jump on a record and it could become a hit single. That's true. But you also got Nicki Minaj out here now. Nicki Minaj isn't a hit maker. She charts. Of course, she charts high because she has a crazy following on social media, right? I mean, not on social media, but just everywhere. Like, her fan base is massive. So they're going to stream her thing all night just to make sure that she charts. Does that make her the queen? But you're saying I don't think Cardi or Nicki are the queens. So I'm thinking this. I don't think there's necessarily a queen of rap. See, thing is, if Cardi is out here, she can hop on records, but she doesn't put enough music out to be the queen. She don't even like what her album. What was that? Invasion of Privacy. Did that come out in what 2018? That's been years ago now. That's a long time. She hadn't put out no album. All she does is really just hop on records. She put out a single or two every now and then, but to me, the queen is somebody who makes consistent music that is still relevant, who's still hot, which Cardi is. But I mean, Nicki, if you're talking about metrics and stuff like that, Nicki charts too. You know, so but I don't think there's a current queen, because to me, the queen would be somebody who's a mixture of Nicki and Cardi and Megan, right? I can't give it to Megan because Megan don't chart. She hadn't really been putting out music either, but she doesn't chart like a Nicki Minaj. She don't chart like a Cardi B. Not as high, especially when it comes to albums. But I don't really think it's a queen per se. I think that Nicki has a position she solidified in rap. Now she calls herself the queen or whatever, but I don't think there's actually just a queen right now. But you're saying if you're talking about queen, I'll go back to the true legends of it. Yeah. I mean, you could go back to the legends. Of course, you could talk about a lot of the legends and stuff, but I'm talking about like somebody who's just like currently getting it. The woman that's just dominating right now. I don't really see anybody as far as now females collectively are dominating the radio. You know, Pound Town is hot. Glorilla got some records out there. Who else we got? We got Lola Brooke. You got a lot of females who are dominant. Females are dominating, but I don't know if there's just one queen right now who's just dominating. You know, would you say that Sexy Red and Megan are in the same boat? Nah. See, Megan can push a few units. When I say a few, Megan could move up to 100,000 the first week, up to 100,000, 80 to 100K the first week, depending on if she got a hot single or not. Megan still is a highlight when it comes to touring. Like, she's going to be at the One Music Fest. She's a headliner. So Megan is out there. She's still out there, but she don't sell records like a Nicki Minaj does. Like, if Nicki Minaj drops an album, even if it ain't got no hits on there, that shit is going to still chart high. She has a high chance of going number one. Now, if you're talking about the content is the same. If you're talking about sex, you know, sexual liberation or whatever they want to call that, twerking and that stuff, the content is kind of in the same boat. But I think that Megan has more skills than a Sexy Red. Like, Megan can rap. I don't think that she can rap good. She's not a good rapper, but Megan can rap. I don't think Sexy Red can rap. Sexy Red sounds like she's just playing around. So they got the same content. If you're talking about that, they're in the same boat. We got some people up in here, man. Let me know if y'all are watching right now. Either participate in the chat, hit that like button, hit the fire emoji, or something like that if you're enjoying the show tonight. And if you haven't, make sure that you subscribe to youtube.com/ResView. But yeah, if as far as content, Sexy Red and Megan are in the same boat. A lot of people in the same boat. City Girls, Sexy Red, pretty much a lot of them are in the same boat. Now, Lola Brooke, she's not in the same boat as them. I like Lola Brooke, her record. Don't play with it, don't play with it. She's so short. Y'all saw how short she is, though? She's short as hell. That girl's 4'9". 4'9". That girl's 4'9". She stood next to a WNBA star that was like 6 feet or something like that. And I saw Lola Brooke at the BET Awards, and I was like, damn, she looks short. But for her to have that husky voice, don't play with it, don't play with it. I was envisioning somebody that looked more like Young and May or somebody. So I think for Megan, she's networked with the right people. Nicki has established her name as a brand. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Nicki is solidified already. I don't think she's dominating. She has a position like Jay-Z, Nas. They're not the kings of rap right now currently. The king of rap, you could say, is Drake, because Drake is still putting out records, still charting, still has hit records at that. Jay-Z, of course, could sell more than a Drake, but Jay-Z is just solidified as a legend. Nas is solidified as a legend. Snoop is a legend. LL Cool J, they're legends. It don't matter if they sell as much as Drake or if they have a hit single. Their brand and their image, they're solidified. But when I think of like a king, that's somebody like, when T.I. came out and said he was the king of the South. T.I. ain't the king of the South anymore, because if you're the king, that means that you're dominating. I think T.I. is a certified legend of the South, So that's what I talk about with, the whole king and queen thing. But yeah, if you ask me, and I was telling PM, I don't think that there's a current queen of rap. I don't think there's a current queen. I think females as a whole, they're dominating, but I don't think there's a queen that's just doing it all. But let me move to this thing right here, man. Ice Cube versus Biggie. For my hip hop fans, my hip hop purists. If you saw clips of Tony Yayo's interview on Drink Champs, I didn't watch the whole thing. That shit is 5 hours. And I'm typically with Drink Champs, I don't watch it all in one take, but I watch it over time. But 5 hours is still too long. I got to really be driving from here to Mobile in order for me to just listen to that. That interview could last me from Atlanta to Mobile, Alabama. That's how long that shit is. 5 hours. And Mobile is almost 5 hours. Like 4.5, give or take, depending on how fast you drive. But yeah, so the whole Ice Cube versus Biggie thing going on. Tony Yayo and what's his name, DJ EFM, they were debating, talking about who is a better storyteller, Ice Cube or Biggie. And they had a heated debate. You know how Tony Yayo gets. Them New York dudes are something else. Who do y'all think is the best storyteller out of Ice Cube and Biggie? The best storyteller. I don't know. That's a very good debate. I love both MCs. I love both legends. Ice Cube is a certified legend. Biggie is a certified legend. I wouldn't even think to put them toe to toe against each other. If you're talking about who I like the most as a rapper, that's even hard too, because I love Ice Cube and I love Biggie. That's hard. That was a hard one. I didn't have a dog in that fight. I look at them as equal. Like, I can't. Biggie and Cube, they just different artists to me, man. Like, you get great ass content from Cube. Cube was definitely more political than Biggie. Cube was a great storyteller, and Biggie was a great storyteller with Warning. Great storytelling song. Give Me the Loot. What's another one? Was it Somebody's Gotta Die Tonight? I think that was a storytelling track. Cube, you got Today Was a Good Day. You got Once Upon a Time in the Project. You got so much shit from Cube, man. Cube is amazing. But who do y'all think? Kenneth, who you got? Who's the better storyteller, Biggie or Ice Cube? It's hard for me, man. I love Ice Cube and I love Biggie. So what you say? You said, I think Biggie, but we cannot forget about Ice Cube being a legend as a storyteller, I don't think you can compare the two. They are both different. That's what I'm saying. I don't have a dog in that fight. I think it may depend on what West Coast, like if you're on the West Coast, East Coast. I know East Coast cats are gonna say Biggie, West Coast cats are gonna say Cube. It depends on your taste, man. Like I can say I'm more of a West Coast hip hop fan than East Coast hip hop fan, but it's hard for me to put those two against each other, man. Legends, legendary rappers, legendary MCs. But yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. So I don't have a dog in that fight, but that was an intense debate, and it really had me thinking. I was like, damn, who is harder with storytelling tracks? I don't know, but I think it depends on your flavor, your taste, whoever you feel. But yeah, man, let me know in the comments if y'all have enjoyed tonight's discussion, man. I had a lot of fun with y'all. I'll be releasing some clips from this show. Make sure, if you have not already, subscribe to youtube.com/ResView. What are you waiting for? And if you are a new subscriber, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Make sure that you tune in every week, every Tuesday at 8:30. I know it's Thursday today, but if I can't do it Tuesday, I'm going to find another day during the week to go. Unless, sometimes I got these DJ gigs and it's hard to do those at night. I don't want to be going on late at night because half y'all asses might be asleep. But had fun with y'all, of course, every week. Make sure that you follow me on all social media platforms. Who's on Threads? If you're on Threads, go follow me right now on Threads. But at JAYR3D. At JAYR3D is where you follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Threads, the whole 9 yard. TikTok, make sure that you follow me on TikTok and stuff like that too. But yeah, man, like I said, if you've enjoyed the show, please do me a favor and leave a comment on the YouTube video. Make sure you leave a comment, hit the fire emoji if you like the show. I'm doing, let me see, I'm DJing tomorrow. I'm going to the Drew Hill concert on Saturday, so I'm off on Saturday and Sunday. But I'm going to wrestling next Monday. Monday Night Raw is going to be in Atlanta. Can't wait for that. But yeah, man, this is J Red Resview, and I am signing out.